Good evening, friends. I welcome you on behalf of Catalyst Trading Institute for another session on Bank Nifty analysis. So, friends, today we had a mixed bag day, right? I had given first trade in live analysis in the video analysis, right? I hope people who are following it would have taken the 43,700 call. It actually rocketed from 230 to 360, right? The analysis was spot on. We wanted to buy the support. We did buy the support. Second trade again I took it. It went 20 points up, then it again came down, right? The last two trades again I had taken in live market. So my first two trades were successful. First one was bumper, second one almost gave 1:1. So people would have at least trailed it, right, and made some points out of it. Third trade was a stop loss. These first three trades were in all in CE 43,700 CE, right? Fourth trade, while the market actually fell down, we analyzed. If you have missed the analysis, please go to my YouTube channel, look at the live section and watch. It's under the thumbnail which says tricky day to trade Bank Nifty and Nifty. We entered at 301, we got 1:4, fantastic return, and then we exited. By 3:15 everything was done. We closed the day, right? So we had three trades out of which two were good, one was okay, and one was an SL. SL embrace. Again, I'm saying, right, on days like this, SL, if you note, and people who are there on live, after 211 in 2 minutes, the option price fell by 60 to 70 points, right? So SL, please remember, we place it in a way whereby if that area is not defended, it becomes an indefensible. आप वो फिर बचा नहीं सकते एवरेज करके. तो एसएल मार्केट को देना सीखिए. अगर आपकी 50 to 60% भी अगर आपके सेटअप की एक्यूरेसी है with 1:3 1:4, you will make good money. I have received a lot of DMs. Our support team has received a lot of DMs where people, when they were holding calls or puts, they exited in 3 and 6 points profit, and while they took the stop losses, they were holding for 30-40 points, right? Some of these calls we have not given. They have self analyzed and taken a trade. Guys, my humble request to everyone, do your analysis after learning, but learn to respect stop loss. Learn to close your system after you have given 2-3% to the market. उससे ज़्यादा अगर आप extend करेंगे, you will lose, right? And we are not here to trade for a day. We don't want to become a superstar in a day. We have to consistently keep chipping off markets, learn trade every day with a limited capital, so that we can stay in market for a very long time, right? Last 8 days have been the toughest that some of the traders have seen in the market, and the reason is very simple. I said it yesterday. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 candles are being formed in this narrow range, right? 8 candles are formed in this narrow range, right? This is classically known as Darva's box. If there were 7 candles, it's also known as NR7 strategy, right? Either ways, either the box or the range breaks down or breaks out, or the range 7 breaks out or breaks down, you will get a good trade. Now, when I am looking at the naked price action on the daily candlestick, these three were okay. After there were two buying candles, there is one indecision candle, and then there is a shooting star, right, which is indicating selling pressure. Today, US, we have federal meeting minutes. So meeting minutes, what happens is whatever discussions were done, right, we will get more clarity there. So we expect some bit of reaction in the market. At least the Europe and the other markets have given those reactions, so we will come to know, right? Asia is completely down. In the morning, whatever gains were made, everything was given back in the market. uh, Candlestick is also saying that it is consolidating in the lower end of the spectrum, right? This is a support because this used to be a breakout. For tomorrow, if we start trading below 43,550, we are seeing one round of selling which can take it to 43,433 and 43,300. Over a long term, this profit booking can extend right up to 42,612, right? When I look at daily chart. So coming to 15 minutes, where do I see a trade? I would say don't be trigger ready. Tomorrow, don't be trigger ready. This is second day in continuation that our closing is happening below our opening, right? Our closing is happening below our opening. Tomorrow is monthly expiry. Our closing has happened below. I would ideally, if you see there is a trend line breakdown. Now I have couple of trades which can trigger in the morning if we get a bearish candle, right? This thing which was acting as a support now becomes a resistance in the market. Any gap up in this region, this entire region, right? Any gap up will be sold off. 100 points gap up rate, or say 200 points gap up rate, right up to 43,860. If I get a bearish candle in first 5 minutes, I will sell for the targets of 43,650 and 43,520. Gap down, I will wait and watch and wait for price action to guide me. Flat opening, right? Best for me, because if it opens flat, when I say flat, if it opens between 43,740 and 660 and breaks this 660, right, I can trade it for the targets of 43,540 and 43,440, right? For me, for tomorrow the trade plan is simple, but again tomorrow market will be very volatile. There will be rollover of open positions due to monthly expiry. I would say be very cautious, reduce your quantity to 1/10. There is a news today, there is Fed debt ceiling negotiations going on in government, right? Everything is there. Now if I look at component chart, right, what is the component chart talking to me? Spot is clearly saying that gap up I will sell, gap down I will have to wait, and flat also I will sell, right? So interestingly for me, when I look at HDFC Bank, this is the one which actually had lot of weakness today, right? This is the one which is having a lot of weakness today. Personally, I am expecting now this profit booking to continue till 1589 or 1572. It may not happen immediately, but this is personally bearish for me, right? If there is a gap up, then we need to wait and watch, right? If there is a gap up, we need to wait and watch. ICICI Bank also, in the last half it held strong, but in the last half it started falling. Now this weakness could extend right up to 934. So for tomorrow my targets are 7 point down. ICICI Bank is also more bearish, less neutral. Axis again a strong stock in the beginning part of the day, right? Axis again a strong stock at the beginning part of the day, has tried to manage the closing. If I go and look at the 15-minute chart, right, it actually says that this is the one which held on to the fort today. For tomorrow, if any candle starts closing below 916, you can see targets of 910 and 908, right? But axis is still better than the others. The other stock which showed weakness was Kotak. Kotak definitely showed weakness. It's trading near its support. Now this support has been tested multiple times. Tomorrow, if I get any gap up opening in this at 1932 or a flat opening, we will look at selling with first bearish candle, right? Any close below 1898 means Kotak becomes very weak. SBIN again was good stock. It was giving good moves, right? It held on to its position for long, but now if you see in SBIN, there is this trend line which is kind of looking like susceptible and weak. It has touched three times. Any move below 580, we can see 576 and 573 coming. So for tomorrow, right, if I see components are gradually pointing towards a grinding to bearish day. This one was bullish. Every move of Axis and IndusInd was actually helping the Bank Nifty to stay up. Now, if I look at a daily chart, right, this is interestingly at a resistance, right? It has to close about 1275, else any move below 1270, this can go back to 1259 levels, right? So IndusInd is bullish, SBI and Axis look okay, but the three other charts are pointing to bearishness. Bank Nifty spot is pointing to bearishness, right? Now let's quickly go on to my um, the Bank Nifty option charts, right? The Bank Nifty option chart for tomorrow, I would like to select 43,500 CE and 44,000 PE. 43,500 CE, right? Till it should not open, or it should not close below 263. it should not open above 281. Any move between this, right, and then if it takes out 288, we are in game for the targets of 332 and 349, right? That's the only trade I am seeing today. Once I come to the put my game plan is fairly simple. Either I will buy the dip, so it should not open above 344 and should not give any candle closing in the first 15 minutes below 290, right? Any opening below, there is a trend line which is coming, I will buy it for the targets of 355 and 380, right? The puts look more lucrative to me right now. The targets here could be as high as 420, right? Targets here could be as high as 420. Coming to open interest data, guys, I hope everyone has understood the plan, right? The spot is bearish, components are neutral grinding to bearish, right? The big components are bearish, and option is also saying that if we open there is a good move. Now tomorrow, right, clearly 44,000, 43,900 and 43,800, right, writers have clearly decimated. As I am seeing, any move towards 43,860 can sell off till 43,500, right? That is the what the option overall picture is saying. If I actually look at change in open interest, 43,500 is where the open interest has been written. All these areas heavy put writers have heavily exited, right? So for tomorrow, one round of move towards 43,800, 860 will invite selling, right? I will quickly look at the expiry strategy to see if anyone has done anything else. But if you see, right, 400 p long build up, 500 long build up, okay, good. This could be my zero hero, 43,500, right? If I get it around 5 to 10 rupees, this could be my zero hero. Option open interest is gradually pointing to a move downwards. I just want a move towards 43,800 PE, right? So that I can, so every short which was built up till here has actually started covering, right? So this person has started taking charge, the call writer, the put writer has started covering till 43,800. 43,700, I personally feel they will start covering in the later half, right? They will start covering in the later half. So I personally would like to look at 43,600 or 500 p. 500 is a round strike, tomorrow being a monthly expiry. If we get it around 4-5 rupees, it would give you a good 4x 5x movement, right? This is it from us, guys. Today was a roller coaster day. We did well. We could make 6 to 8% out of our capital, right? Which is fantastic for a day like today. Tomorrow is monthly expiry. Again, saying, guys, be very conservative and try to save your capital, right? Live to die another day, right? With this, I will sign off. Hoping to see you live. I am not sure if I will be able to do a live session, but I'll try and make some time and come live, right? I am signing off right now. Thank you, guys. We'll meet you tomorrow.